Disclaimer: this documentary is for educational and journalistic purposes. It is based on publicly available sources, verified news reports, and research papers. It does not endorse any political ideology or geopolitical stance. Viewer discretion is advised. Imagine a war where no bullets are fired, but millions of minds are targeted. A battlefield without borders, fought not with tanks, but with trending hashtags, viral misinformation, and digital ghosts. You're not just a bystander. You're on the front lines. Welcome to Chill Memoirs, where history's whispers become the internet's loudest truths. If espionage, shadow diplomacy, and psychological operations stir your curiosity, hit that subscribe button. Because today's story isn't fiction, it's the very real and ongoing tale of Iran's digital army. This is the invisible war behind your screen, the rise of bot warfare and how it's reshaping conflict, perception, and truth itself. Let's begin. In the aftermath of decades-long isolation, sanctions, and nuclear tension, Iran's leadership realized something. Brute force had its limits. If dominating the airspace was impossible and economic warfare drained resources, another front had to be opened. That front? The human mind. Enter the doctrine of digital influence. Around 2010, as social media platforms exploded globally, Iranian military and intelligence strategists began investing in soft power, not through diplomacy, but through online manipulation. The Islamic Revolutionary Guard Corps, IRGC, the powerful military intelligence apparatus loyal to Iran's supreme leader, spearheaded this new cyber doctrine. But instead of focusing purely on cyber defense or hacking, they pivoted to something more subtle and far more effective: narrative warfare. They built digital influence cells. These teams were not composed of soldiers, but of theologians, linguists, sociologists, and data scientists. Their weapon wasn't code, it was culture. They understood that a well-placed tweet could travel further than a missile and cause more disruption. Platforms like Twitter, Reddit, Telegram, and YouTube became testing grounds. Iran's goal? To reshape public opinion in the West and across the Middle East, to delegitimize rivals, to create sympathy, to erode trust in Western institutions. And they didn't just do this through state news. They used bots. By 2018, Western intelligence agencies began sounding alarms. Thousands of bot accounts were flooding social media, spreading pro-Iranian, anti-American, anti-Israeli, and anti-Saudi narratives. But these weren't the broken English, obvious spam bots of old. These were convincing, fluent in multiple languages. Some posed as U.S. veterans, others claimed to be British journalists. A few posed as Arab feminists. All were fake. All were programmed or guided to push one agenda. In a joint takedown, Facebook and Twitter removed over 9,000 accounts linked to Iranian operations. Instagram followed with another 26 profiles. Yet, this was just the tip of the iceberg. These bots quoted real news. They embedded clips from CNN and Al Jazeera alongside fabricated quotes and manipulated photos. They gained followers, engaged in debates, and even tricked influencers into retweeting them. The strategy wasn't to win arguments. It was to flood the information space, to create confusion. If 100 voices say one thing and 100 say the opposite, who do you believe? This is what analysts call cognitive saturation. and Iran used it well. Among the most sophisticated Iranian bot campaigns uncovered was Operation Endless Echo. Discovered in 2022 by cybersecurity researchers and verified by open-source intelligence investigators. This operation involved over 20,000 coordinated accounts. Their mission: to create the illusion of consensus. When a U.S. senator tweeted about Israel, within minutes, hundreds of seemingly independent accounts would reply with coordinated outrage, echoing the same talking points, hashtags, and memes. Some even impersonated Israeli citizens criticizing their own government. Others claimed to be American activists supporting Iranian nuclear rights. Their usernames, ordinary. Their bios, believable. Their impact, profound. They faked protest movements, created AI-generated posters, scheduled events that never existed. Yet the digital footprint fooled thousands. In some cases, real people showed up to these fake protests, only to find themselves standing alone, unknowingly manipulated. And yes, some lawmakers unaware of the campaign's source even quoted their talking points in debates. This is not just influence. This is infiltration. So who orchestrates this? According to intelligence leaks and independent investigations, the primary architects include Iran's Supreme Cyber Council and IRGC cyber units. These groups work hand in hand with state-funded media platforms like Press TV, Fars News, and Mehr News Agency. But their secret weapon isn't the bots. It's the humans behind them. Iran has been known to recruit Western-educated nationals, individuals with fluent English, Western cultural knowledge, and academic credentials. These individuals either return to Iran for ideological training or operate from within Western nations with dual identities. In some cases, journalists, podcasters, or social media influencers are courted, invited to conferences in Tehran, given exclusive access, and subtly ideologically shaped. A few even appear on major media outlets without ever disclosing their affiliations. They become mouthpieces, knowingly or unknowingly, for a foreign state's narrative. Motivation varies. Some are paid, others are believers. But the result is the same: foreign influence in domestic debate. During the October 2023 Gaza-Israel conflict, Iranian disinformation went into overdrive. Videos of bombed hospitals, falsely attributed to Israeli airstrikes, went viral. Edited clips removed timestamps, changed audio, and blurred context. On TikTok, manipulated reels blamed the U.S. for funding atrocities with slick editing, emotional music, and misleading narration. These videos were optimized to evoke anger, and it worked. Some garnered over 10 million views before being flagged. Instagram story chains encouraged users to boycott U.S. brands, citing fake reports. Twitter threads spread rumors about nuclear attacks. YouTube live streams faked civilian testimonials using deepfake technology. It wasn't just Iran, but Iran had the infrastructure to amplify and weaponize these narratives fastest. What makes this warfare chilling is that most victims never realize they've been targeted. They simply believe what they saw. This is the crux of the war: belief. It's not about hacking satellites. It's about hacking minds. If enough people believe a lie, it becomes their reality. That's how societies fracture. That's how regimes fall. Iran's digital warfare isn't just targeting political opinions. It targets cultural values. It seeds doubt about democracy. It undermines trust in journalism. It suggests that all truth is relative. When no one knows what to believe, people disengage. That's the goal. Chaos through confusion. And in that void, propaganda thrives. Iran isn't alone. Russia, China, North Korea, even non-state actors like extremist groups and conspiracy networks are waging similar influence wars. The difference is Iran does it with ideological clarity. Their digital army is not just trying to troll. It's trying to convert. That's why understanding this war is critical, not just for journalists and governments, but for everyone with a smartphone. Because whether you realize it or not, you are a participant. Every share, every comment, every retweet, every TikTok reaction, these are not neutral actions. They're ammunition. So what can we do? First, stay informed. Learn how disinformation works. Follow trusted analysts. Study digital propaganda like you'd study history, because it is history. Second, verify. Before sharing, liking, or commenting, check the source. Read beyond the headline. Question everything, especially what confirms your bias. Third, report. When you see suspicious activity, flag it. Platforms are flawed, but every report counts. And finally, educate. Talk to friends. Talk to family. Help others navigate this invisible war. Because the fight for truth won't be won by governments alone. It'll be won by informed citizens, one click at a time. Thanks for watching Chill Memoirs. If you found this exposed, chilling, eye-opening, or even a little uncomfortable, that's the point. Truth is under attack, and knowing that is the first step in protecting it. Hit like, leave a comment with your thoughts, and share this video with someone who thinks they're immune to propaganda. Trust us, no one is. Until next time, stay curious, stay cautious, and stay informed.